Let me ask you something, have you ever met someone who just radiates quiet competence? That person who always remembers birthdays, gives perfectly practical gifts, and somehow manages to stay calm when everyone else is panicking? If you're nodding along right now, there's a very good chance you're thinking of a Virgo. Born between August 23rd and September 22nd, these earth signs are the unsung heroes of the Zodiac, the glue that holds everything together without ever demanding recognition. What makes Virgos truly special isn't just what they do, but how they do it. There's an effortless grace to their perfectionism, a warmth to their practicality that makes them universally admired. While fire signs might steal the spotlight with their drama and air signs with their big ideas, Virgos are busy actually making things work, and doing it with a level of dedication that's increasingly rare in our fast-paced world. Today we're going to explore the 14 qualities that make Virgos the most respected sign in the zodiac. These aren't just superficial traits, but deeply ingrained characteristics that affect how they move through the world and interact with everyone around them. From their astonishing attention to detail to their quiet but fierce loyalty, by the time we're done you'll understand exactly why Virgos hold such a special place in people's hearts, and maybe you'll gain a new appreciation for the Virgos in your own life. 1. Perfectionists who get things done. When we say Virgos are perfectionists, we don't mean they're just picky or hard to please. There's a profound difference between someone who nitpicks and someone who genuinely strives for excellence in everything they do. Virgos fall squarely in the latter category. Their pursuit of perfection isn't about being difficult, it's about respecting the work enough to do it right. You'll never catch a Virgo cutting corners or settling for good enough when they know great is possible. What's truly remarkable is how Virgos channel this perfectionism into actual results. This isn't procrastination disguised as perfectionism, Virgos actually follow through. They're the colleagues who don't just meet deadlines but turn in work that's polished beyond expectations. They're the friends who don't just throw parties but create experiences where every detail, from the playlist to the appetizers, has been carefully considered. There's a reason people trust Virgos with important tasks, because they know the job won't just get done, but will be done exceptionally well. This quality extends to every aspect of their lives. A Virgo doesn't just clean their house, they create systems that make maintenance effortless. They don't just cook dinner, they perfect recipes through careful experimentation. It's this combination of high standards and practical execution that makes Virgos so invaluable in both professional and personal settings. They prove daily that perfectionism, when applied constructively, isn't a flaw but a tremendous asset. 2. Crazy organized. If there's one thing that never fails to impress about Virgos, it's their innate organizational skills. This goes far beyond just keeping a tidy desk. Virgos have a gift for creating order from chaos in every area of their lives. Their minds naturally categorize, prioritize, and systematize information in ways that would make a librarian envious. While the rest of us are frantically searching for lost keys or important documents, Virgos always know exactly where everything is. The beauty of Virgo organization lies in its practicality. These aren't systems created for their own sake, but carefully designed to maximize efficiency and minimize stress. A Virgo's calendar isn't just full, it's color-coded with buffer time built in for unexpected delays. Their grocery list isn't just items, it's organized by store section to save time. Even their digital life reflects this mindset, with carefully labeled folders and an inbox that's never overflowing. What's even more impressive is how Virgos apply this skill to help others. They're the ones who step in to reorganize a chaotic office filing system that's been causing problems for months. They're the friends who help you create a budget that actually works with your lifestyle. There's no judgment in their approach, just a genuine desire to help create order where there was disorder. In a world that often feels overwhelming and out of control, Virgos stand as living proof that with the right systems, life can run more smoothly. 3. Loyal to the core. When a Virgo commits to someone, whether as a friend, partner, or family member, that commitment runs deep. Virgo loyalty isn't the flashy, dramatic kind that makes grand gestures for show. It's the steady, unwavering kind that shows up consistently through all of life's ups and downs. Once you've earned a Virgo's trust and affection, you can count on them through thick and thin, often in ways so subtle you might not even notice until you really need them. This loyalty manifests in countless small but meaningful ways. A Virgo remembers your preferences and pet peeves, adjusting their behavior accordingly without being asked. They're the ones who notice when you're having an off day and know exactly whether you need space or support. When you share a problem with a Virgo, they don't just offer platitudes, they think carefully about practical solutions and follow up to see if you've implemented them. Perhaps most importantly, Virgo loyalty includes a refreshing honesty. They won't tell you what you want to hear, they'll tell you what you need to hear, but always delivered with kindness and your best interests at heart. This combination of steadfast support and truthful counsel makes Virgos some of the most valuable people to have in your corner. Their loyalty isn't blind, it's earned and maintained through mutual respect, but once established, it's as reliable as the sunrise. 4. Brilliant problem solvers. Virgos possess an almost uncanny ability to analyze complex situations and devise practical solutions. Their minds work like precision instruments, breaking down problems into manageable components before systematically addressing each one. Where others see overwhelming obstacles, Virgos see puzzles waiting to be solved. This analytical prowess isn't just impressive, it's incredibly useful in everyday life. Need to figure out why your computer keeps crashing? Ask a Virgo. Trying to plan the most efficient route for your cross-country move? A Virgo will have it mapped out in minutes. What sets Virgo problem-solving apart is their methodical approach. They don't jump to conclusions or rely on guesswork. Instead, they gather information, weigh options carefully, and consider potential outcomes before acting. This thoroughness means their solutions tend to be comprehensive and long-lasting rather than quick fixes. A Virgo won't just help you patch up an argument with your partner, they'll help identify the root communication issues so you can avoid similar conflicts in the future. Their advice often combines practical wisdom with surprising creativity, proving that analytical thinking and innovation aren't mutually exclusive. 5. Quietly hilarious. Beneath Virgo's composed exterior lies a razor-sharp wit that catches people delightfully off guard. Their humor isn't loud or attention-seeking, but rather a subtle, intelligent commentary on life's absurdities. Virgo jokes often require a moment to land, precisely timed observations delivered with perfect deadpan delivery. Once you tune into their frequency, you'll find yourself constantly surprised by how funny they truly are. This understated comedy style reflects their observational skills. Virgos notice everything, the tiny contradictions in human behavior, the ironic twists of everyday situations, and they know exactly how to highlight these moments for maximum comedic effect. Their humor tends to be clever rather than crude, witty rather than wild. A Virgo might not dominate the conversation at a party, but they'll drop the one perfectly crafted remark that has the whole room laughing. What makes their humor especially endearing is how it often contains kernels of truth, making you laugh while simultaneously making you think. 6. Empaths who actually listen. In an age of distracted conversations and superficial interactions, Virgos stand out as truly exceptional listeners. When you speak to a Virgo, you get their full attention, no glancing at phones, no impatient waiting for their turn to talk. They absorb not just your words but your tone, your body language, and the emotions behind what you're saying. This deep listening allows them to offer responses that are remarkably attuned to what you actually need in that moment. Virgo empathy has a practical dimension that makes it especially valuable. They don't just sympathize, they look for ways to help. Remember that conversation you had months ago about your career concerns? The Virgo in your life probably remembers it too, and might surprise you by checking in or sending relevant job listings. Their emotional intelligence combines with their problem-solving skills to create support that's both compassionate and actionable. In a world full of people waiting to speak, Virgos remind us how powerful it feels to be truly heard. 7. Health gurus. Virgos approach health and wellness with the same thoughtful precision they apply to other areas of life. Their health routines aren't about fleeting trends but sustainable practices grounded in research and self-awareness. A Virgo doesn't jump on the latest diet craze, they carefully assess nutritional needs and create balanced meal plans. They don't force themselves into intense workout regimens they'll abandon, they develop exercise routines that fit their lifestyle and abilities. This practical approach to health makes Virgos excellent resources for friends and family seeking lifestyle improvements. They'll be the first to notice when you're burning the candle at both ends and gently suggest ways to recharge. Need advice on establishing a sleep routine? Trying to build better eating habits? Your Virgo friend has likely researched it and can offer sensible, personalized suggestions. Their health wisdom isn't about restriction or perfection, it's about creating systems that help the body and mind function at their best. 8. Hard workers, not show-offs. Virgos embody the ideal of quiet competence. While others might feel compelled to broadcast their achievements, Virgos derive satisfaction from a job well done, regardless of who notices. Their work ethic is intrinsic rather than performative, they maintain high standards even when no one's watching. This makes them invaluable team members and employees, as they're motivated by quality rather than praise. This humble approach to work stems from their genuine dedication to service. Virgos want to be useful, to contribute meaningfully, to solve real problems. You'll often find them taking on unglamorous but essential tasks that others overlook. While they may not seek the spotlight, their consistent reliability makes them stand out over time. Colleagues and supervisors come to recognize that when a Virgo is involved, things will be handled properly. Their reputation builds gradually through demonstrated competence rather than self-promotion. 9. Masters of self-improvement. Continuous growth comes naturally to Virgos. They approach personal development with the same systematic attention they apply to external projects. Always curious and self-aware, Virgos regularly assess their skills, habits, and knowledge gaps, then create plans to address them. This isn't about insecurity, it's about their fundamental belief in the potential for progress and refinement. A Virgo's self-improvement efforts are remarkably balanced. They work on intellectual growth through reading and courses, emotional intelligence through reflection and therapy if needed, and practical skills through hands-on learning. What's inspiring is how they integrate these improvements into daily life, not as dramatic transformations but as steady, incremental upgrades. Their example shows that meaningful change doesn't require radical overhauls, just consistent, mindful effort. 10. Observant beyond belief. Virgos notice everything. This hyper-awareness extends from physical details to subtle emotional shifts in those around them. While some might find this intensity overwhelming, those close to Virgos appreciate how this attentiveness translates into thoughtful actions. A Virgo remembers your coffee order from that one time you mentioned it 6 months ago. They notice when you're favoring one foot and ask about your knee pain before you've mentioned it to anyone. This observational superpower serves them well in both personal and professional contexts. At work, they catch errors others overlook. In relationships, they anticipate needs before they're voiced. Their attention to detail isn't nitpicking, it's a form of care, a way of showing they're fully present. In a distracted world, Virgos remind us of the beauty and importance of truly seeing and being seen. 11. Practical romance. Virgo love language is acts of service with a side of thoughtful practicality. Forget grand, empty gestures, Virgos express affection through meaningful actions that improve your daily life. They're the partners who notice your winter coat is wearing thin and surprise you with a quality replacement before the first cold snap. Who set up automatic bill pay when they notice you stressing about due dates. This practical approach to romance creates relationships built on reliable care rather than fleeting passion. Virgo partners pay attention to what actually makes your life better and provide it consistently. Their love shows up in the quiet moments, the perfectly packed lunch when you're busy, the researched recommendations when you're facing a decision. It's romance that sustains rather than just impresses, proving that the most meaningful love often appears in life's ordinary details. 12. Financial wizards. Virgos approach finances with the same careful analysis they apply to other areas of life. They're natural budgeters, effortlessly balancing present needs with future security. While not necessarily flashy with money, Virgos understand its role as a tool for creating stability and opportunity. They research purchases thoroughly, avoid impulse buys, and always know where their money is going. This financial wisdom makes them excellent resources for friends and family. Need help understanding your 401k? A Virgo will break it down clearly. Trying to save for a house? They'll help create a realistic plan. Their advice combines mathematical precision with practical lifestyle considerations, helping others build financial habits that actually work long-term. In an era of easy credit and lifestyle inflation, Virgos model the power of mindful money management. 13. Creatively methodical. Virgos bring unique magic to creative pursuits by combining imagination with meticulous execution. They're the artists who perfect their craft through disciplined practice, the writers who revise until every word serves a purpose. This blend of creativity and precision produces work that's both inspired and polished, the kind that stands the test of time. Their creative process reflects their systematic nature. A Virgo doesn't wait for inspiration, they create structures that invite it. They break big projects into manageable steps, set realistic deadlines, and steadily produce quality work. This approach demystifies creativity, showing that artistic excellence isn't just about talent but also persistence and attention to detail. Virgos prove that method and imagination aren't opposites but powerful complements. 14. Humble to a fault. Despite their numerous strengths, Virgos often downplay their abilities. This humility stems not from insecurity but from their genuine focus on improvement rather than praise. Where others might boast, Virgos tend to deflect compliments or credit their team. This modesty makes their accomplishments even more impressive. They're not achieving for external validation but for personal satisfaction and a desire to contribute. This quality makes Virgos particularly endearing. Their humility creates space for others to shine while they work steadily in the background. Yet those who know them well recognize how much they deserve recognition. Part of loving a Virgo means occasionally insisting they acknowledge their own worth, because while they're quick to see the best in others, they're often reluctant to see it in themselves. After exploring these 14 remarkable qualities, it's clear why Virgos hold such a special place in our lives and hearts. Their unique blend of intelligence, practicality, and quiet compassion makes them indispensable friends, partners, colleagues, and family members. Virgos show us that true strength often lies in consistency rather than flashiness, in steady care rather than dramatic gestures. As we conclude, take a moment to appreciate the Virgos in your life, the ones who remember what you forget, who fix what you break, who listen when you need to be heard. Their virtues might not always be loud, but their impact is profound. In a chaotic world, Virgos remind us of the beauty in order, the power of diligence, and the quiet magic of simply showing up, day after day, as your best self.